Howdy, y'all. Tumbleweed here. I deeply appreciate all of you readers out there. Y'all inspire me to do more. I'm especially grateful to those of you who've bought my latest Tumbleweed saga, Noasis Blood, Texans Prepare for War, as it continues Texas Ranger Luke Dunn's epic adventures, delivering justice across the Texas Noasis Strip of 1860, absorbing us in the events and accompanying dynamics sweeping southern Texas during the time leading up to the war between the states. Action, grit, passion, they all converge at Little Noasis Town, Texas. Now, for those of you who haven't visited my website at tumbleweed.me and learned how the Tumbleweed moniker came about, I figured to share that with y'all today. Yep, here it is, folks, just a reminder. Now, it may come as a surprise, but did you know that the tumbleweed is not, I say, indigenous to America? The dang things actually originated in Russia and are purported to have arrived in the United States about 1870 in a place called Scotland, South Dakota, in a shipment of flaxseed. Within about a decade and a half, the weed had multiplied across most of the western states. Now, the problem is they tend to come loose from their shallow roots and tumble about wherever the wind might take them. Fact is, they can get right dangerous, tumbling around highways and byways and clogging things up. But back to the Tumbleweed Saga's story. It seems that on my ever more frequent visits to Texas, I gave folks the appearance of traveling randomly from place to place. Well, my cousin Jim began to call me Tumbleweed, and I adopted it. I just seemed to tumble wherever my visits took me. Then in turn, that brought to mind the old song Tumblin' Tumbleweeds, made famous by the Sons of the Pioneers. Now, for young folks or folks that never heard of that, the opening stanza went something like this. Oh, and I'm not going to sing it. See them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely, but free, I'll be found, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. Catchy, yes? Well, the lyrics rather tend to free the soul. In my mind, at least, there's something honest about the tumbleweed, the idea of free-spirited tumbling across the open prairies of America. It's pretty much in lockstep with the images conjured up by Western genre literature. And that's why I named my fictional series the Tumbleweed Sagas. Tumbleweed seems to grab folks. Maybe they're tired of today's rigid cultural safety nets. Westerns are about justice and freedom. Likely as not, folks are also seeking unbounded, take no prisoners, true to life action. And my Tumbleweed Sagas deliver. They're about grit and passion, but also very much about the raw honesty associated with America's Western heritage. They'll find that straight-shooting honesty in my novels is coupled with my unfettered balanced treatment of the cultures that populated the Noasis Strip of 1850s Texas. Slavery and abolition, Indians, bandits, prostitution, sanctity of life, and more are woven into the pages of my narratives. There's justice and there's redemption. I portray no hokey, fast-draw showdowns on the dusty streets of some small backwater town. So, I welcome folks new to Western genre and those who've been fans for life. I hope that you continue to enjoy, tumble along, if you will, with my Western tales. Now, meanwhile, I urge you to get inspired to get your copies of the Tumbleweed Sagas, all of them. In addition to the newly released Noasis Blood, y'all have been treated thus far to 3 Tumbleweed Sagas: Noasis Justice, Noasis Reprise, and Noasis Deceit. And my 5th Tumbleweed Saga, Noasis Grit, that's going to be here toward the end of October. I also urge you all to experience Nicholas Dunn, The Making of a Texas Legend, the biography I wrote about the life of my great-great-grandfather, a true Texan who immigrated from Ireland at a 15-year-old and became legendary in helping tame the Texas Nueces Strip. All of my books from Defiance Press and Publishing are available online in print, e-audio, or ebook from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and directly from DefiancePress.com. Do find yourself a comfy place. Let your imagination come alive with the Tumbleweed Sagas. Enjoy a cup of coffee, or even sip a glass of wine or something more potent. Let tales of the Old West inspire you and drive you. Hopefully, my brand will grab you and keep you. And especially, y'all be sure to stay friendly, tumble along with my Tumbleweed Sagas, and do take care.